Man, they right now, well, the last since it broke in the news, man, they've been doing nothing but a little temporary fix, send all the water bottles to everybody, all that, man. And here recently, like I believe last week, they just saying the government, not the government, but the big Supreme Court approved, I guess, $100 million to start the pipelines, new pipelines or whatever. So we're gonna see how that go, man. And it's crazy, man. They trying to kill us, man. It's sad, man. You got all these kids here. Huh? Actually, man, they started it. This how they did it, man. They started it with like boil water advisories back in like 2014, telling everybody boil your water. We had then they lift it off, and then they come back with it saying boil your water again, and it was just didn't nobody really pay no attention, like, there's nothing wrong with the water like that, lay it in the waters, and we just think boil advisories, maybe something happened and they get it right, but it's crazy, man.
And yet they can give Israel and other countries $30 billion in aid to build up their military.
Right.
It's fucking bad.
Nobody's held accountable for this, man. Like that's crazy. Nobody's held accountable. It's just, oh, my bad, and they move on.
Right.
Like, that's crazy to me, man. Like, I just can't believe
They got paper showing, like the paperwork, man, showing that they all knew. They said the government officials, man, they all had bottled water. They was drinking good water, while the city is drinking contaminated water and bathing and all that in contaminated water, man, and all along they knew it. And like you said, nobody's held responsible for it, man.
That was linked all the way to the governor.
These people still even got their jobs, don't they?
Huh?
Yeah.
These people still got their jobs, right?
Yeah. Most government, he's
the main one.
Right.
The governor said he wouldn't resign. The trail goes all the way to the governor. It's a paper trail that goes all the way to the governor. And the governor said he's not resigning. He's gonna try to help fix the problem. He said he's not gonna resign. So it was like kind of he knew, and he sent the order back from his office when it came back to Flint to switch the water system. And then that's where in the water system they switched it to, which was the Flint River, was contaminated,
right.
And they didn't put enough chlorine in it, or no chlorine in it, period, because they thought putting too much chlorine in it would mess with people. So they didn't put no chlorine in.
And I think what it would have costed. What it would have costed, man. I don't know the actual number. I can't remember the actual number, but for them to make it sure that the water would have been good, what was it, like 1,000 a day? 300, 4,000, 5,000. Something that was small money, where that problem would have never happened if they did it. But they didn't want to spend the money, man. And now look at the problem.
Well,
people don't pay attention. Like, dude, the ex-mayor of Detroit, Kwame Kilpatrick, he's in prison right now for his money, the stuff he was doing with the money down there, whatever down in Detroit, man, whatever the money, whatever it was, money. And he's in prison right now. This man, they done trying to kill a whole city, man, and this man still got his job.
I got you. Has no business being anywhere other than in the penitentiary. That's genocide, man. That's complete genocide. We talk about eugenics and different things, where they test on the people without their permission. They did a similar thing in St. Louis in the early 70s. They were spraying chemicals from the top of apartment buildings, and people were later getting cancer. These motherfuckers are ruthless. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? What we're seeing with the police shooting, that's the tip of the iceberg. What we're not seeing is the millions of people getting cancer and dying from being chemically fucking killed. It's horrible, man.
Right.
Bootleg and Shoestring was saying people, hair was falling out, kids were getting sick and dying, and all kinds of things happening over there. You guys being from Flint, you know what I'm saying, did you ever think of, what, it's time to get me and my family the hell out of here. We got to leave. Did you ever have contemplate leaving and going somewhere else?
Yeah, I contemplate, anyway, but I had already been thinking about it anyway, I kind of figured like, I just kind of tapped out in Flint. It's just, it's time to really move into a different location and and start doing stuff different, not even with besides the water situation, before the water stuff, the violence level had increased to, skyrocketed and that's from them taking jobs from out of the city. And it's like made it really poverty stricken. It's like it used to be back in the day. Shops, GM shops, and everything around here, they took like all the shops out and everything, and then just kind of they kind of just stripped the city butt naked, man. For real, that's just the way to explain it. They kind of stripped everything from the city, and then they expect why they get some of the results they do as far as, the violence is up high. We stay in the top 5. We was the number 1 for a minute in more violent crimes in America. So we stay in the top 5 for more violent crimes in America because if you take all the jobs, you start starving people, what you think they're going to do? They're going to rob, they're going to kill, they're going to do everything else. And then you throw this water crisis in there and you got a bigger problem. So it just became a mess.
It's almost forcing you to leave. It's forcing you to leave. And then what they're going to do is...
Yeah, they about kind of telling you, want you out of here. Like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, they're going to bulldoze everything. And then they're going to put up these yuppie-ass country club fucking spots. I mean, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? It's horrible. They did it in Gary. Gary was the number 1 steel industry in the world. And then they took the jobs away. Same shit happened to Gary. It's horrible. It really is, man. It really is. What about, like, as far as celebrities, is anybody putting their money where their mouth is? Is anybody helping out and coming there? Because I know for a minute people was dropping off water, but then the media quit giving any attention to it.
Yeah, I don't see
right.
Right.
No, celebrities been there's been some celebrities that's been spending money, a lot of them, man.
A bunch of them.
Big celebrities, then big companies like the Walmarts.
James hit the million, and Cher said there's a bunch of fucking water. Motherfucking Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons came up with going door to door, literally,
right?
Like talking to people and dropping water off and everything. Snoop Dogg, yep, Keisha Cole,
Meek Mill, everybody, all the artists.
Wallace, a lot of motherfuckers. Everybody looking out. They doing some G shit. Everybody, a lot of people, man, did some good things. They came out in bunches. And it was like nothing. Some people were just when they found out, they were just dropping down, like sending water, sending things full of water, like sending money. Game just instantly when he found out, it was like $1 million. Like, here, put it on Instagram. Like, man, look, take $1 million, send it to Flint. Like, it is what it was. A lot of people helped out.
That's why Eminem did what he did with the book bags for the kids. All the school supplies, book bags, that holds Flint's community schools.
So there's something
about.
It's the government. The government ain't doing shit pretty much. It's taking celebrities and donations from people around the globe, around the country. But the government, you think that they could, with this type of situation, they could fly in right away, have 2,000 motherfuckers on the ground, replace every filthy, dirty pipe in the city with brand new equipment, and then the problem be solved. But no, that's how you know the government don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let this happen.
It's a little bit more difficult than that.
This.
Yeah, let this happen in Beverly Hills.
It's a little more difficult than that.
Man, you know what's crazy, man? Donald Trump was just here last week, right? He tried to do his little political thing, whatever, at this church, and the lady jumped up, the preacher jumped up and told him ain't no political talk. Now, man, you running for president, you worth billions of dollars. That man we ain't heard of that man donate not one thing to the city. But you come here and trying to talk political, talking about you want to get the black vote because this city is majority black, and you coming here trying to do that and saying you want the black vote, but you ain't said nothing about sending nothing here, no money, and you worth billions of dollars. You claim you are. No, man, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, if someone like the Game could drop $1 million, that's one poker chip for Donald Trump at a casino.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He could drop 20 of them if he wanted to.